These are missing persons from Alabama from 2015. Eldon King was last seen in Gadsden, Alabama on January 1st, 2015. He's a white male that was 90 years old. He would now be 101. He was 6'3", weighed 205 pounds with gray hair and blue eyes. Any information, call 256-549-4500. John Switzer was last seen in Gulf Shores, Alabama on January 9th, 2015. He's a white male that was 24 years old. He would now be 35. He was 6'1" and weighed 183 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. Any information, call 251-968-2431. Christopher Scott was last seen in Phoenix City, Alabama on January 10th, 2015. He's a white male that was 22 years old. He would now be 33. He was 5'11" and weighed 180 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. Any information, call 334-448-2836. James Wall was last seen in Double Springs, Alabama on January 25th, 2015. He's a white male that was 30 years old. He would now be 41. He was 5'10" and weighed 155 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Any information, call 205-489-8765. Felicia Weaver was last seen in Hayden, Alabama on February 5th, 2015. She's a white female that was 52 years old. She would now be 62. She was 5'2" and weighed 120 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Any information, call 205-590-2851. Lorraine Ware was last seen in Tuskegee, Alabama on May 27th, 2015. She's a black female that was 60 years old. She would now be 70. She was 5'2" and weighed 130 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Any information, call 334-727-0200. Pei Yin Sung was last seen in Trussville, Alabama on June 18th, 2015. She's an Asian female that was 61 years old. She would now be 71. She was 5 foot and weighed 118 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. Any information, call 205-661-4018. Charles Childrey was last seen in Ozark, Alabama on July 21st, 2015. He's a white male that was 66 years old. He would now be 77. He was 5'8" and weighed 150 pounds with gray hair and hazel eyes. Any information, call 334-774-2335. Michael Godwin was last seen in Muscatine, Alabama on July 28th, 2015. He's a white male that was 30 years old. He would now be 40. He was 5'9" and weighed 185 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Any information, call 334-774-2335. Andrew Setliff was last seen in Nauvoo, Alabama on August 7th, 2015. He's a white male that was 54 years old. He would now be 64. He was 5'9" and weighed 170 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Any information, call 205-302-6464. Julie Ray was last seen in Calera, Alabama on December 25th, 2015. She's a white female that was 37 years old. She would now be 47. She was 5'7" and weighed 131 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. Any information, call 205-302-6464. Do you know someone that is missing and you want to spread awareness on their case? Email me at saturdaysearch@gmail.com, or you can find me on any of the socials below, all at Saturday Search.